The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Andrew Rogers here on the Eagles Sports Network with Carson-Newman women's basketball head coach Mike Mincey as his team gets set to begin the 2023-24 season. Coach hosting the SAC Peach Belt Conference crossover to start the year. Last year you went on the road. This year back at home to host it. How important will that be to start the year at home?
Well, I mean, let's see, we've lost our last two games at home dating back to last year. So what used to be the friendly confines for us weren't so friendly at the end of last year. And I've reminded our team of that quite often. Many things from second semester of last year have been talked about, maybe not daily, but every other day, about things that happened last year that we need to make right this year. So I think we've looked good. We've looked outstanding at times in the preseason. We've looked horribly bad at times. So looking forward to seeing what kind of team shows up this weekend against two Peach Belt schools.
How has this team used that as motivation, as you bringing up how the season ended last year and some other things as well? How has that team used motivation in the preseason to work harder?
I mean, I think we all knew going into Game 4 of last year after we lost Lindsey that there were going to be some struggles and some learning moments, which there were. We had an opportunity with what we still had remaining, I felt like, to overachieve, so to speak. I thought we had still good enough pieces, but, losing her was huge, and then eventually losing Mac was huge. So I think last year was a humbling experience. I think it shows you how hard it is to win. And, we're not coming into this year fat and sassy like we were maybe the year before. We know that we need to what happened last year is still fresh on our mind. It's been good for us throughout the preseason, and I think they're ready to try to erase some of that if at all possible.
Same start as last year against the Peach Belt, Lander and USC. Aiken. We'll start with Lander. I know they're picked toward the bottom of the league. Struggled a little bit last year. New head coach last year. He's in his second year now. What will you have to do? What stands out to them from last year to this year?
Well, they've got their four top scorers back, four starters back that started against us from last year. Had some big wins. I mean, it's a new coach with new players. They're trying to build the culture, and their coach comes from winning programs, so there's no doubt they're going to get that thing going back in the right direction. But they do have a lot of new players this year, so it's all of those first games are really difficult because there's a lot of guesswork that goes into it. Probably got to make in-game adjustments because some of these other kids that are new, you don't know really a lot about them, and you don't know how they're going to play with Lander. You don't know how the coach is going to use them. So, we got to worry a lot about ourselves and how we can compete and how we play. Again, like I said, we've got a high ceiling, but at the same time, we can certainly be beat by anybody.
Final question for you. Certainly a lot that this team can achieve this year based off of everything that returns and the skill level you've got on the roster. What are you most excited about? I know you're chasing to become the all-time wins leader here at Carson-Newman, so a lot that this group as a whole can achieve. What are you most excited about as the year gets started?
Well, now that we're, back healthy again, probably just seeing them come together. I mean, we didn't start off the year great last year, and, we returned most of those returners from last year. And I just want to see them gel together. And like I said, we've had moments where we've had bad weeks and we've had good weeks. I'm tired of practicing, honestly. I know they're tired of practicing and going up against each other. Practices are very competitive, ready to go and play against somebody. But, on paper, we do have a high ceiling. I think we can achieve a lot. But I know for us personally, health is going to be critical. If we stay healthy and we stay hungry, then I think we can potentially have a special year. But, that's why you got to play the game. So we're not going to get ahead of ourselves and try to take one game at a time.
Thanks for the time. Best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you, Andrew.
That's head coach Mike Mincey. I'm Andrew Rogers here for the Eagles Sports Network.